Everyone calls it laziness. Krishna calls it something else entirely. And once you hear what he says, you will never see procrastination the same way again. My dear soul, think about the last thing you kept putting off. Not because you didn't care, not because you were tired, not because Netflix was more interesting, but because every time you sat down to start, something invisible stopped you. A heaviness, a resistance, a voice that said, "Not now, not yet, maybe tomorrow." And you called yourself lazy. But lazy people don't feel that heaviness. Lazy people don't care enough to feel resistance. The fact that it bothers you, the fact that you think about it, even when you are not doing it, means something completely different is happening. The Bhagavad Gita, chapter 14, describes 3 qualities, 3 forces that govern everything we think, everything we feel, everything we do or don't do. Sattva, clarity, lightness, purpose. Rajas, passion, restlessness, desire. Tamas, heaviness, inertia, fog. Tamas TV ajnana jam vidi. Mohanam, sarva dehinam. Pramadalasya nidrabis. Dan nibadnati bharata. Know that Tamas, born of ignorance, is the delusion of all embodied beings. It binds through negligence, laziness, and sleep. My beloved, what you have been calling laziness is tamas. And tamas is not a character flaw. It is an energy state, a state that every human being moves in and out of, including Arjuna, including Krishna's greatest devotees. The difference between someone who overcomes it and someone who doesn't is not willpower. It is understanding what tamas actually needs. Stay with me, because the answer is not what you expect. My beloved, everything you have tried to beat procrastination has probably looked like this. Make a to-do list. Set an alarm. Tell yourself to just start. Watch a motivational video. Feel inspired for 20 minutes. Go back to the same resistance, because none of those things address what tamas actually is. Tamas is not a motivation problem. It is a clarity problem. When you don't move, it is almost never because you don't want to. It is because somewhere between you and the task, there is fog. Fog about whether it will be good enough. Fog about where to start. Fog about whether it even matters. And you cannot push through fog with force. The Gita, chapter 14, verse 11 says, Sarva dvarasu dehesmin prakasa upajayate jnanam yada tada vidyad vivridam sattvam iti uta. When the light of knowledge shines through all the gates of the body, know that sattva has become predominant. The antidote to tamas is not more effort. It is light. Specifically, one small specific light pointed at exactly what you cannot see clearly. My dear soul, here is your tool. Simple, calm, real. The next time the resistance comes, don't ask yourself, why am I so lazy? Ask instead, what specifically am I unclear about? Not the whole task, not the whole project, not the whole future. What is the one thing I cannot see clearly? Right now? Name it. Out loud if you can. I don't know where to start. I'm scared it won't be good enough. I don't know if this matters. The moment you name the fog, it begins to lift. Because Tamas feeds on vagueness. It cannot survive. A specific, honest question, spoken into the silence. That is not a motivational trick. That is Gita psychology. 5,000 years old, and more accurate than anything the internet has told you about productivity. Before I close, subscribe to this channel, because this is what we do here. We take ancient wisdom and make it actually usable for the life you are living right now. No lectures, no complexity, just truth simply told. Hit subscribe. You will want to come back. My beloved soul, you are not lazy. You never were. You are someone whose clarity got clouded by pressure, by perfectionism, by the accumulated fog of trying too hard to get things right. And today, Krishna gives you one question to cut through all of it. What specifically am I unclear about? Answer it honestly. Then take one step toward that answer. Not the whole task, not the finished version. Just one step toward clarity. And then subscribe, because the next time the fog comes back, and it will come back, you will want something real waiting for you here. Drop a comment below. Tell me, what have you been putting off? Not to judge yourself, just to name it. Because naming it is already the first step toward the light. Jai Shri Krishna.